Hey everybody, it's Michaela and welcome back for another video. Today I'm going to be talking about things that I wish I would have brought to basic training and things that I am so happy that I did bring. Alright, so let's get into it. The number one thing that I wish I would have brought, and this is specifically for my ladies, was period underwear. Alright, it really wasn't a thing when I went in 4 years ago. But now it's very widely available. I posted my absolute favorite pair in the description box with a link. I wish that I would have brought this. It would have made things a lot easier in training, and because they're all black underwear, and they're bikini style, nothing fancy, you can definitely bring those with you. So I wish that I would have brought a couple pairs of that with me. All right, number two, something I'm so happy I have and I highly recommend bringing with you is the Casio watch. I still have this watch. It's almost 5 years old now. The battery still has not died, and it's just a great watch. They sell it at basic training, but this was also 4 years ago when I went, so I don't know if it's still in stock, and it's very popular. So I would buy one, wear it, bring it with you. Having a watch is a game changer, at least for me, because I struggle with time management anyway, and basic training is very structured. You have a very limited amount of time. So it helped my anxiety just knowing what time it was. I'm like, all right, I got 10 minutes, and that just helped me. And I think it's just nice to know what time of day it is. I also set a little alarm on that watch in the morning so I could get up a little earlier than everyone else. That isn't technically allowed, but it helped me. If you got caught, you could get in trouble for starting the day early. But for me, in my process, I got up a little earlier than everyone so that I could go to the bathroom in peace, so I could brush my teeth in peace and just have more time overall. So that's what worked for me. All right, number three is a file organizer. I wish that I would have brought a file organizer with me because you have to bring so many important documents with you. And this would have just kept me a lot more organized and without fear of losing things. So I had everything kind of just thrown in a folder, which is fine too, but you do accumulate more paperwork throughout basic training. So I would have just brought a file organizer, something thin like the one shown here in the photo. That is what I would have brought with me if I could go back and do it again. Number four, these also aren't really in a particular order, by the way, kind of just going off my head. Number four, also for my ladies, the cocoa butter razor. This is the one that I would have brought with me. I use this now because shaving cream is so annoying, and especially in basic training, you don't have time to really even use shaving cream. You barely have time to even shave your legs, except on Sundays. So that is the day, if you want to shave, that you are going to be able to. I would highly recommend bringing this razor with you because it already has in an essence, shaving cream built in the fact that it's cocoa butter. So you're hydrating your legs. You're not having to shave dry or just with the water. I love it. This is the only one I use now in my personal life. But if it was available during BMT, I definitely would have brought it with me. All right, next, a lot of bobby pins. I would have brought the little box of bobby pins with me because I went through so many. Even now, and you're able to have your hair in a ponytail, and that's great if it's, the proper length. You still use a lot of bobby pins because when you're in basic training, the standard is just way stricter than it is in the operational Air Force. When you're in everyday Air Force, your hair, you still want it to be very neat and manageable, but the expectation in basic is that it does not move at all. So bobby pins are a must. At least they were for me. If I could go back, I definitely would have brought a little box of them so that I could have kept them organized instead of just having them in the thing it came with. And then, no, a little box, that would have made my life a lot easier. All right, next, I highly recommend bringing pre-stamped and pre-addressed envelopes with you. I did this and it was amazing, and I'm so happy I did. I actually got the idea from another YouTube video before I joined, so I'm passing along the info in case you haven't heard. So before you go, I made about 15 or 20 envelopes all stamped, and I had the address of my mom, address of my dad, my best friends, like people I knew I wanted to write letters to, and I wrote their address out, and obviously I left the top left corner blank because I didn't know what squadron or flight was gonna be yet, but I wrote their information out. So it was just another little hack to have more time to write the letters and be less stressed. You definitely, in my opinion, receive adequate amount of time to write letters, but like I said, any amount of extra time that I could have and save by doing that before I left, I was definitely game. So I highly recommend doing that, but you don't have to. So I would double check this with your recruiter, but if you are allowed to, I would bring BandAids. Like, I would bring a handful of small BandAids, because when you first get your new boots, it doesn't matter. Like, it just doesn't matter. Every single person is going to have blisters. Some people are going to have blisters way worse than others, like me, because I have very, very small feet. I'm about a size 3 to a 3.5 in kids. So convert that to military issue boots at basic training. They were definitely a little big on me. So I did get pretty bad blisters. And I did go to medical and I received like a pack of BandAids. I would have just brought them with me if I could do it again, because every single person had blisters. So I would just put a BandAid on every single morning after PT, because you're gonna be wearing your boots from the moment you change out of your PT clothes in the morning until the moment you shower and change into your PT clothes again at night. So you're wearing them all day long, you're marching everywhere. A lot of opportunity for blisters. So I would have just put a BandAid around my back of my ankle in advance if I could do it again. However, I don't want anyone to bring BandAids with you to basic training and then get screamed at, but at the same time, you're getting screamed at for everything, and the worst that can happen is you bring a handful of BandAids and they throw them away. So, but if I can do it again, I would risk it. I would bring BandAids with me. But if you get in trouble, don't blame me, because I already gave you the disclaimer. Okay, so the next thing isn't something to bring, but it's more so something to be aware of. So when you go to basic training, you will be issued a water bottle. Anyone that's gone very recently, if you're watching this and things have changed, please let me know in the comments. But at least when I went through, and I'm pretty sure it's the same, we got issued a reusable water bottle. Now, we had this water bottle for 8.5 weeks. And, you know, you're always required to hydrate. You're using it all the time. Well, I don't remember how often they cleaned them, but it was not often enough. And when they did sanitize them, it was disgusting. I threw away my water bottle because it smelled so bad inside because it had not been properly washed, that when we were able to go to the mini BX and, you know, get our soaps and things we needed, I literally just bought the exact same water bottle and put my like number on it, our name, whatever we had to do. I didn't tell anyone. I just did it because it smelled so bad. So, whole point to this story, I don't know if there's something you can research, maybe a hack on how to clean that. I tried putting like soap in it in the bathroom sink. I tried like everything, and it was so disgusting. Like, it just smelled like mildew water. It was funky. Okay, so just heads up about the water bottle situation. At the end of the day, basic training is not summer camp. Basic training is not a vacation, as much as a lot of people joke around and comment about our Air Force basic training being camp. It is not. So I say that because you don't want to bring a lot of stuff. There are a lot of things you're not allowed to bring, and you are going to be issued a lot of items when you get there. In the description box, I have posted some links for the products that I recommended, and then I also posted the packing list. That is the required packing list that they actually have on the Air Force main website for things to bring to BMT. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to ask your recruiter or if they're, you know, you can always ask me too. I try to get back to everyone as best I can, but there's just an outpouring of support and so many comments, so I don't always have the time, so I do apologize about that. But I appreciate everyone supporting this channel. Yeah, so thanks for watching.